Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play LOTRO with me, Balthelion, where once again we are questing inside Trumdreng in Dunland. So we've gone all the way over from the village of Lantaran over there. We've climbed up the hill where the Watchtower is, where we're meeting their one and only warrior besides the chieftain's grandson, Elaine. And she's going to have some quests for us to do.
Greetings. Will you remain here long?
Say hello. She's
It
basically
is
going to
not
tell
our
us
custom to trust
you need to go up the top of the hill,
but perhaps you may be of
murder some
help to
stuff.
me.
So we accept send quests.
It is not our custom to trust the Goliath, but perhaps you may be of help to me.
Is it bugged out? Yeah, it's trying to offer me a quest again. That's twice now this has done this in recent times. But yeah, so we're going to just have to run up the top. We need to destroy 5 barricades which are around the base of the Watchtower, and also destroy some buckets of tar. So we're probably just going to take the easy option and try and grab a few people at once. Fight these boys around the back. Probably over Paul, hopefully not. Right, come in. Right, hit the AoE buttons. Go get a nice little horn going. So yeah, it shouldn't take too long. This is it could be very easy to get my Dunlanding slide done by the end of this region, one hopes. Save me having to farm them. Okay. Where did you two come from all of a sudden? I'm not entirely sure. Did I kill like a captain or something, which caused reinforcements to appear? Wasn't really paying too much attention. But yeah, so we need to get 5 of these barricades. They're all around. I think there is literally only 5, but you can't miss them really. And then at some point we're going to have to come back here and, you know, do the usual of kill the local leader of the enemy forces. So 2 buckets. I think there's probably more buckets than you need. 3, 4, 5, 6. Might be some over behind the tower from where I am now. But we haven't actually got a quest to kill the Dunlandings, so we don't actually need to fight them unless they kind of get in our way of getting to the barricades. But yeah, so let's have a look while I'm picking the rest of these up at the last 2 traits then that are in our trait tree. So if I just put these up, so this is the tier 7 traits. There we go. So the first one, the more the merrier. You go so adept at fighting groups of enemies, you become more effective, ouch, when doing so. All blade skills, so that's your AoE damage skills that hit multi-targets, have a 15% chance to generate 1 further for every target hit, which is pretty good. So if okay, it's only a 15% chance, but if you consider, I mean, like Blade Storm has got 10 targets. I should probably pay attention. He's not going to do my health bar in the meantime. But like some of these targets, I swear, like, there we go. Raging Blade, 13 targets, for example. So you're going to get at least 1 further. Potentially, you could fill your entire further bar just by using that attack if you strike it lucky. So that's quite nice. And obviously, more further means you can use more damaging attacks. So it helps you keep your rotation going using your best attacks rather than just the basic attacks to build up your further. So that's always nice to have. And then the other one is Fury of Blades, which grants the skill Fury of Blades, which is this one here. So it does AoE damage in front of the champion. There is no maximum targets, but it will only hit things in front of me. And the damage increased by 30% per pip consumed. So we've got a maximum of 5 further pips in our bar. So you can potentially do up to 150% bonus damage of whatever it lists here, because I've currently got none. Now it is a 20-second cooldown, but that is pretty nice. Just as like a big, kind of like a effectively crowd control. Like if you've got a load of swarm mobs, you can just delete them with that if you tear it out first. I don't even know why I'm fighting this boy, because the last barricade I need is around the back. Well, it's down there. Didn't I pick that one up? I'm confusing myself. So yeah, another AoE skill to add to your rotation as well is obviously quite nice. But yeah, between them all, you can always hit a ton of targets. So if you're not really grouping up several mobs at once and just slaying them all, because as a champion you can kill mobs using your AoE as effectively as most other classes can do it with a single target, so you might as well just AoE them. It's not like you're only going to be doing 20% damage to every single target instead of 100% to one target or anything like that. So let's get those off. Hand these in.
You're welcome here, as long as you don't trouble us.
Oh, D69.
Will you remain here long? It is not our custom to trust to Goliath, but perhaps you may be of help to me?
She's going to say they're led by some strange man. He is not very nice. We must kill him. And I've also got a new trait point, which I should probably have a look at investing. So we've discussed the yellow tree in detail. I'll probably cover the blue and the red trees anyway, just for the details and whatever. But where am I going to put that at the minute? Don't know. Tactical mitigation, quite nice. Yeah. Debuffs the enemy damage. Yeah, probably stick it there for now, because we will want to max that by the end. But yeah, I'll cover up the red and blue trees as we go along. But as I've said before, for damaging purposes, really you want to be yellow, because there's no reason not to. The AoE is that good. Red's focus more on the single target damage. Oh, actually made a knocking noise. One. But yeah, the champion is meant for AoE, so to not AoE is kind of a bit silly, really. It's like playing a tank character in tank spec, but not intending to tank, or weird stuff like that. So he's run off. We can now return to a lane once my horse becomes available. But yeah, so the blue one is kind of like more of an off-tank spec. You're not going to be a full tank, not as sturdy as, say, like a guardian or a warden. But you can off-tank fairly comfortably. You should be relatively sturdy as a champ.
I have not seen your kind
before. Even more
before.
so with gear. So, any of these cosmetics nice. We've got a little jacket there, bit of armour. Oh, that's a necklace. That's not got cosmetic. But yeah.
As long as the sun shines, you are welcome here.
So she's going to say, right, Gutet's run off. I think you have secured the Watchtower, so perhaps now would be a good time to help Guto as well. He told me that he would be making camp not far from here, to the southeast, I believe. Guto means to scout a place on the map you brought us. It would seem the Dragon Clan are amassing there, for all their tactics seem to branch from it. If you can find Guto, you may be able to help him thwart the violence of the Dragon Clan. So yeah, basically he's run off, doing the old thing of being headstrong. I've got this, hold my beer. So he's just down a bit further around. There's a little valley south of Trumdrain, which is kind of where we're going. I don't really want to be putting a mob train with me. So we'll try and sneak around these boys a bit. Turn on my scholar node tracking as well, because we'll probably have a few in this camp. Alas, I can't mine the Kalanad Skarn that I need for my crafting, but oh well. So yeah, he's over here. And then we're going to head south into this encampment that's below us. So, I did not expect to see you here, Pendulous. I thought only you worked for my grandfather, but perhaps we can actually accomplish something now that you have come to assist me. There is a man with a stag. He's not part of the Stag Clan.
Do not speak the names of evil things, for you will call them.
I followed the map this far, but I have not yet come upon the Dragon Clan. Perhaps they are further in. According to the map, there is a rallying point just here, or perhaps a little to the south. Will you scout around to see if you can find it? It seems that this map is not perfectly accurate. It's kind of like most maps in gaming, they're not always accurate. So, the important thing is, do not let the enemy see you first. We need to avoid aggroing people, basically, and make our way over to the point on the map. So it should be pretty much just over on this hill that's coming up. However, there is a man to the right, there is a man to the left. So, where are we going? A bit further west, up here by the trees. This spot has an adequate view, so there we go. We can see their encampment. We can use the look emote. It would appear that Isengard and the Dragon Clan are working together. Because, you know, white hand and all that, symbol of Isengard. So, you know, they've pledged allegiance to Isengard. Hashtag confirmed. So, we now need to go back to Guto. And it doesn't matter now if we get found out by some of these boys. If you accidentally pull one, it's only relevant on the way to there. Because you basically want to be undetected before you go berserker raging into their camp, which is what we're about to do next. Spoilers. Half-orcs from Isengard, you say, mixing with the Dragon Clan. And here, I thought the Drake Loof were just looking to skirmish over lands and riches. This does not bode well, but perhaps we can stop them. First we will harry them, and then we will strike when they are weak. So we have a cloak. So that's not a bad cosmetic. Like a little like dragon head. It's pretty cool. It is a hooded one though. I'm not a fan of hooded cloaks. And some shoes, which are probably nothing too fancy. But yeah, the cloak is quite nice. Should be able to dye that various colours. So yeah, it's the bit that's currently red. I mean, it might be looking nice in like a brownish colour. Yeah, it's pretty funky. It's a good one to add to your wardrobe. So we'll finish that. What we got?
The Technuth have been destroyed. I pray to the Ukhwirad that we will not be next.
So, yeah. you hope you're not next, but we'll see. The Dragon Clan killed my father, and I was more than ready to believe that they have attacked Tramdrang for no better reason than their own menace. It would seem that they are being driven by a force larger than themselves, however. What does the White Hand have to do with it? Does not that emblem belong to Isengard? If you would, go collect emblems of the White Hand from the Dragon Clansmen at the encampment. They should be ashamed for attacking their own people at Isengard's bidding. They are bad people. But we are bad people too, because we murder our own people to loot their pockets.
The old woman of the mountain says we should not trust Devodiad.
But you're trusting me, and I'm a Devodiad. We are sorely outnumbered, so we must not attack now. But I have an idea. You should spoil their food stores, which will make them sick. Sick enemies are not very good at fighting. You should hasten to the encampment and find a way to spoil the stores of food within. They will eat, and they will weaken, and we will drive them out of Tramdrang. It is a perfect plan. So let's go poop in their food barrels. That should do the job. I think it's a bowl of brown, or that they've got sausages on the menu depending on the consistency of your stool sample. Right, so we need to get in the main door, which I think I'm going too far wide because I think it's over this side. Sneak through all these boys because that's pretty high mob density. Right, so we're going to go in here. We need food stores which are going to be all scattered around. There's little bags of stuff. Let's just grab a few boys. And exploring... Oh, we've completed exploring Tramdrang. This is the last location we needed to find. There we go. Horn, just stun them a bit. There we go. Fantastic. Curse you, elf. Alas. So yeah, but there's going to be an explorer deed for each part of Dunland. Can't remember whether this was the first time they introduced having a meta deed for completing all the Slayer deeds, all the quest deeds, and all the exploration deeds, and then they retroactively put it in the rest of the game. So I don't think they were in before Isengard. I might be wrong. But yeah, it gives you something to work towards. Although it's not anywhere near as bad as something like Mordor, where it's just deeds within deeds within deeds. It's like deedception. Right, so we should have easily enough bags of food around here. There's also a corpse we can loot. Well, he's going to aggro. So spank him. Yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, the time it takes me to kill this one guy, I could have 5 mobs around him and I'd kill them all at the same time. So, why not? There we go, loot that. That will give me some hides at least on my forestry. So yeah, simple was to the right hand. We have to kill specifically Dragon Clan members. The half-orcs won't count. Damn you for interrupting me. So I might just do a big group up of some more boys in a second. But yeah, we will have to deal with the White Hand boys soon. But for the minute, there's kind of like 2 parts of the camp. So we're in the outer section. Beyond the first wall, but not into the second wall. There's no point going in the second wall just yet. Because the mobs inside there tend to be the half-orcs. And we have no business with them boys just yet. Here we go. So, murder these boys when they come in. Come on, rookies. There we go. One Gondor. Get a nice stun. Buys me a couple of seconds. So I can usually get off about 3 skills in that time period while they're stunned. And they're all dead. So there's a couple more over here. Hello, hello, hello. Come here. So there we go. We've got 12 symbols of the White Hand, so we don't actually have to fight anymore. However, we do need to get 5 food stores, which hopefully I've cleared the mobs around enough of them. As ever, I mean, the bags are fairly obvious. They're quite large and flashing. But you might still find it easier turning on your floating aims with the N key. So there's a couple more down here that I did. 1, 2, 3, and I think there's still one on the hill that I didn't do. But I only need 3 anyway, so that'll be a lot. So yeah, once we've done these, we can head back over to Guto. And see what he's got for us next. But surprise, surprise, he's going to have some follow-up quests in this encampment once he realises that yes, his suspicions have been confirmed. The Dragon Clan and Isengard are buddies, and I'm going to pull some friends with me. So hey ho. Right, so back up to Guto's camp. I shall not die at your hands, elf. Yeah, not today. I will be back for you tomorrow. If I can get up the hill. I'll get you next time, Mr. Dunlanding. Yeah, it's not a bad little camp, that one, to do the any half-orc or... Where am I going? I'm going too far west. Any half-orc or Dunlandings. It's not a massive amount, but, you know, it's a nice concentration of them at least. Right. See what you say? Well done, Pentalus. This is just what I was looking for. It is the queerest thing, is it not? The Dragon Clan has always acted on its own. No matter. Now that we have proof that Isengard is involved, we shall attack them too. Ha! I relish the thought of humiliating sick half-orcs in the Dragon Clan. Let us prepare to leave soon to fight them. This will be quite the adventure.
Many foul things dwell in the shadows. I fear wolves will be the least of our troubles.
You have softened them up, and now they are ready to be defeated. Let us drive these trespassers from Tramdreng once and for all. This feeble army will think twice before troubling the Stag Clan again. What do you say to that? So yeah, 1 man against literally an army. Or 2 men, because I'm going with him. But this, as with a lot of the instances throughout Dunland, is going to be a solo quest. So if you're doing the region in a group, you're going to have to ditch and do this independently. But it's nothing too dramatic. But we'll accept that. And I think actually we'll stop here then, and we'll do the instance next time. Otherwise, it might be quite a long video. But yeah, until next time, see you guys later.